no cohesion out there. Seemingly no sense of purpose or will to win. Do you see it in their body language? It is troubling.
White on the wing. The three. Reed with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Out to the wing. For three, Randall. Holiday grabs the miss. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Conley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, Edwards looking almost... automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Here's Porzingis. He had 25 points in his last game.
NBA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one hand. Tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot. Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now. Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Now here's Conley. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside Edwards. Back to Reed. Off the mark there with a three. To the inside. White. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Okay, thank you, Allie. It's McDaniels on the wing. Out to the right wing. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive. Both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league. And it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Tatum. Porzingis for 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Outside McDaniels. Randall outside. Back to Daniels. Shoots over Brown. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. Look, you got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Gobert, no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. That's good from Horford.
Al Horford is a really high IQ big guy. I mean, he also does a little bit of everything for this team. He's extremely valuable.
Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Inside.
Rudy Gobert.
Here's Gobert.
Assist goes to
And Gobert with the stuff.
DiVincenzo.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
.34 seconds left in the first. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
To the paint. To the middle. Out to Craig. Over Ingles. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has
17. The Timberwolves. 9.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half of this one.
Next team.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Well, he wanted to let us know that he's got some bounce to his game now. White rising up with ease to send that one home.
Here's Alexander Walker. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Alexander Walker.
You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot, but you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
To the paint. Tatum drops the hammer.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Left side, Alexander Walker. Shoots over White. Boston pulls it in.
With the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
First team foul.
Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. The Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Now Alexander Walker. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And credit the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion.
Julius Randle.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle.
First team
That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3.
Good defensive footwork there. Randall affecting that shot.
And it's Tatum missing. Reed for three.
Reed.
And it's Randall with the assist. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Brown for three. Knocks it down from distance. And the Celtics lead by 9.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Fires it. Porzingis misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
The assist.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
And the Celtics call time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, it could be just a slight tweak.
Once again, they are.
So both teams making some changes here. Celtics lead by 7. Pass to Walsh. Out to Craig. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Boston.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Ingles from outside. And Craig pulls it down. The Celtics on offense. Here's Hauser. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. He plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor. This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Hauser, that's good.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Down low. Edwards looking it over. Fires the three. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back, right back at you.
Celtics lead by 6.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot
Minnesota foul.
And Mike Conley picks up a foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Craig.
Now into the lineup
Out to
for the
Horford.
Celtics.
No good from outside. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater.
First half with the score.
And the first half now in the books. Boston out in front. They lead by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Back to Conley. Tries again. Boston pulls it in.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Brown controls the rebound and the putback. Tatum's got 9 points.
Tatum hanging around the basket. Got the board and bucket.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Celtics Entertainment.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics, the Lakers, or the 90s Bulls. Partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
For 3, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by White.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Timberwolves trail by 10. McDaniels with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
Over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressively.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Celtics lead by 10. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
And here's McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S. and all over the world. How important is that?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world. Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
White on the wing. Outside Tatum. Reed with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Randall outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Hauled in by Brown.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. He can't get that one to fall. Celtics lead by 14. Pass to Hauser. DiVincenzo with the steal. Now here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Assisted by
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the
3-second violation.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Let's get a quick check on the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Celtics.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
And Boston calls time here. 54 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Horford. And he sinks out, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Horford's got 6 points.
Part of what makes Horford such a really good jump shooter is the fundamentals and mechanics, but also his confidence.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space. Nice shot from the wing. He's got 10.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of this game.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Pritchard. Still no points. Inside. Here's Horford. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Long range from the inbound. He's off on that one. And so it's Boston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close.
The Celtics, 48. The Timberwolves, 37.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Tatum. Holiday surveying the floor. Porzingis for 3. Doesn't go for him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. Here's Randall. He can't hit that time.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Over to the wing. And they double up Porzingis. Back to White. Clock at 6. Porzingis with it. He's picked up by Conley. Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
Timberwolves trail by 15. McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Edwards can't hit.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Brown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Shot left block. That one's wide left. Boston leading by 15. Here's Porzingis. Brown with it. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Holiday. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Right side Conley. It's stolen by Holiday. Moving it up. Tatum. Shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
To end the drought. Offensive rebound. Releases. Right side Brown. 6 to shoot. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 7 points here in the quarter.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Outside read. From behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. And here are the Celtics. 11 unanswered points for him. Pass to Brown. Back to Holiday. And stolen by Edwards. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 22.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game one is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
Here's Randall. McDaniels. Pass to McDaniels. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
White for 3. Drains the triple. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And the technical free throw is good.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall. To the right side. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.